Hey guys, this is Captain Fruit reporting for duty. Today we're going to be looking at comic book ads and we're going to be looking at Captain America 264 from 1981. In this series we look at advertisements. But before we jump in there, if you want to help this channel out, it would be greatly appreciated. One of the best ways you can do it is just like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'd really appreciate it. But also, when I don't share this, I don't advertise it too much, but I like to do it once in a while. I do not monetize these videos. These are all completely self-funded, fan-funded, so by your help. So if you want to help out, there's a couple ways you could do it. We have a Patreon, we have a subscribe star, as well as you'll see we have in the links below a merch link where you can click on and get things like t-shirts and things. And I'm looking at extending what we're going to do in that regard with t-shirts and things. So if you're an artist or a graphic artist and you want to pitch in and help out, that's the way you can help the channel. Or we can come up with some kind of deal to help design me some shirts. I've got a new segment that I'm working on coming soon, and I want to start making shirts for that as well. I think it's going to be a great way to help fund the channel. It keeps me able to do whatever I want and say whatever I want and not have to worry about the YouTube demons blocking me. So anyway, jumping in, now that I've got that out of the way. Once again, I apologize for the long rant there, but I got to do it once in a while. So we have the first advertisement. Buy 3 Snap Tight kits and we'll send you $1.50. Wow, these are Snap Tight model kits. And if you remember, it could be challenging to be gluing all those tiny little parts together. And I was never really that good at doing that. And when they started coming out with the Snap kits, I remember that. Always thought it was really good. It was easier to be able to do that. I did have some good luck. I built some like rocket ships and stuff like that. A couple of my friends were really on the car ones. I wasn't into cars as much at that time, especially not as much as I am today. I do love a good car, a great sports car, things like that. I appreciate them much more now than I used to. But the kits I always found were interesting, but this had no gluing. And I thought part of the fun was painting them up and everything, really. Nice ad there, but look at that art. Good art. All right, here we go. Lifesavers, lots of fun and flavors. I was never a big candy fan personally. I sold candy to make money in elementary school until the school made me stop. It was one of my first business ventures, but I was never a candy eater much myself. It reminds me of back, when you'd have like Christmas things, a Christmas party at school. And I remember one time I got some cheap Lifesavers kit with a couple rolls of Lifesavers. I thought, wow, they really dug deep on this one, because I always tried to give the kids something cool, a good gift that they'd really like. And back in the day then, I did not have much for money. We were pretty darn poor, so it really, it took a lot to get that. So I always seem to get short end of the stick of that. One of the better gifts I got, it still wasn't great, is I got a Spider-Man comic book. But it clearly wasn't anything they went out and purchased for me, because it had the kid's name written in marker on the comic book. So he got it, had his name on it, and they just gave that to me. So I still remember the kid's name even. But maybe that's all they could afford. I don't know. So anyway, here we have another one. Sale, lowest price ever offered. 14K gold chains, $8 until December 31st. Now granted, even though this is the early 80s, this was crap jewelry. The stuff that's going to turn you green. Well, at least I would hope you would know that. Boy, I hope a lot of people didn't fall for that. Now, the other ad below there, too, is we're looking for a few good boys and girls who would like to, get out, sell grit. I still have yet to ever see grit. I know it's discontinued nowadays. They don't have it. But I wonder if anybody ever had success selling grit. If you sold grit and you had success, let me know. I'm really eager to hear what your thoughts are on that as well. Oh boy, this would be so problematic today. Ooh, you could not get away with that. Well, anyway, moving on. NBC Superstar Saturday. Look at that. Back when Saturday morning cartoons were the thing, Nowadays we have cartoons on all kinds of cartoon dedicated channels where people could watch cartoons all the time. Back then, we didn't. We had Saturday morning, and boy, I can still remember, when sometimes I wouldn't be able to get to see the cartoons because I had chores and things I had to maybe do that they wanted done, and so I had to miss them. And boy, because Cartoon Day, that was a big thing back then. Look at this. We had the Smurfs. There's Smurfette, right? Gargamel and his cat. We had the Flintstone comedy show, awesome. And now this one I never got to see enough of. The Kids Superpower Hour with Shazam. Yeah, it was Shazam. How cool would have that have been? I want to go back and see if I could see some more of those. We had Space Stars, Amazing Spider-Man, or Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. I better say it right. I always enjoyed that one. I thought it was awesome. I also remember the Hulk one of that period of time. I always loved it when those were on. We had the Daffy, Speedy Show, Bullwinkle. But yeah, you know me. The heroes were my big draw. Here we go. The magic in the gum is bubble yum. Bubble yum, bubble gum. And they show you this trick, right? How to make it disappear. Once again, not a candy kind of guy, and I was neither that or a gum kind of guy. I really didn't get into this stuff, so it was never for me. Just wasn't my thing. So this didn't work on me. If you were a Hubba Bubba gum kind of person or whatever, let me know. I'd like to hear that. Look at this, some more great panel work. But here we go. Another one, an advertisement for another channel and their cartoon time. Starting September 12th, Toon Time. We had the Quickie Koala Show. I don't remember that at all. Trollkins. I remember hearing about it. I don't think I remember watching it. Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner. Yeah, who doesn't like Bugs Bunny, right? One of my favorite kind of things is Popeye. I always loved Popeye. Even the really, really old animations of Popeye. Absolutely loved them. And I still like Popeye today. John Riggs recently did a video about the new Popeye game that's on the Nintendo Switch. Sadly, it stinks. It's nice that they look like they tried to take a throwback of the classic arcade game of Popeye, which is phenomenal. One of my favorites, by the way. And unfortunately, they didn't do it justice. I mean, they tried. It looked like it just looks boring to me. So it's a $15 game. Download, digital download only. Not good for me. Not gonna happen. Well, anyway, we have Black Star. This is another one that didn't quite take off. A He-Man kind of thing. They really put a lot into it. It just didn't take off. They couldn't get it to go. Couldn't get to work. People didn't care enough about it. We had the Lone Tarzan and the Lone Ranger. Another fun cartoon. I remember enjoying that. Tom and Jerry, always like that. The new Fat Albert show. Enjoyed Fat Albert. I know, oh boy, problematic now, right? I also enjoyed Zorro, the Zorro Adventure Hour. Some good stuff there. Some good times. Is there one of these in particular that you watched, or what was your favorite out of this group? I'm curious to hear that. Competition. Oh, there we go. Some more Falcon. Awesome. Here we go. Here, the more classic comic book ads you'd get. You know, be with your favorite comic character. Send us any photo, cutout, magazine, or artwork, and we'll reproduce it in full color. Yeah. Okay, I never would have done that. Comic books, things like that. Grand prize drawing for a bicycle. You always got these like self-defense, learn karate and things, which I took Mudaquan Tang Sudo for a good amount of years, which I greatly enjoyed, and I think it was good for discipline purposes as well. So I really appreciated that. But that was later on when I was a teenager when I did that. Look at this. Enroll in the Marvel Subscribers Club. The Hulk wants you. Imagine that. It seems like back then they really wanted you to be a part of something, and today I think that's something that lacks, as well as how popular comic books are right now, because the heroes and everything in the movies are having had a big resurgence. You just don't seem to have that let's get together and be a group kind of dynamic. It's more diverse, and when I say that, it's not diverse in a good way, like multiple types of people and backgrounds and things. It's more diverse in fighting, which is an absolute shame. A time period where we should be able to get together more than ever before and share our passion, but we for some reason can't get past our differences, and we're all spending too much time fighting. Where here you could be a member. I mean, good old times. Man, I miss that stuff. Too much fighting now. Now you can amaze your friends with my Willy Wonka magic card trick. In other words, we're advertising Willy Wonka candy. Make cards appear, pass back and forth through the table, blah, blah, blah. Gives you information on that. But you know what? To get the magic kit, you got to get that candy, right? Once again, not a candy guy. I would sell candy. I'd ride my bike for quite a few miles down a pretty busy road, and I'd get the candy and I'd sell it and use that for profit. They were penny candy back then. And then we got these classic, amazing, fun ads. Spider-Man's Dream Girl. Peter Parker has finally found enough courage to ask out his dream girl. Beautiful, Lisa Sky. What a beautiful view. It's so romantic. Take a dive, twerp. We'll show you this doll what's romantic. And look at that. They give him a toss into the old water. Oh, terrible. Oh, terrific. Peter Parker gets tossed overboard and Spider-Man crawls up. Can't do that. Lisa Sky will know my true identity. Help. I know. I'll divert those clowns with Hostess Cupcakes, because you know all evil can be stopped with Hostess Cupcakes. Yeah, the end of all evil. All you have to do is give them some good food, right? Wow, Hostess Cupcakes, devil's food cake, fudgy icing, creamed filling, and a nice silky place to eat them. Look at that, because he webs them all up. Minutes later, oh, poor Peter. Some romantic view. We better find someplace warm and cozy. Whatever you say, Lisa Sky. Ooh, warm and cozy. I wonder what that means. He's already all wet. They're going to have to dry him up and get him all heated up. Right? But none other than the big hero, Hostess Cupcakes. Because that, once again, can stop all gangs, all violence. Maybe we need that today. Next time there's these violent protests, we'll just go out there and throw some Hostess Cupcakes and everything will be taken care of. There'll be no more problems. I think we just figured out. We just solved all the world's problems. Hostess Cupcakes. Once again, I wasn't a big eater of those either. Not my kind of thing. I guess I was never really a big junk food fan. I eat a little bit, but not much of it. And here we go. Boys and girls, earn prizes or cash the easy and fun way by joining your YOSC sales club. If it was so easy, why are they getting you to do it? I always realize these things you're going to be spending so much time to get this garbage, if you're lucky to win, and get the garbage from it. It never really paid off. I wonder how many people sunk a lot of time thinking they were going to get all these wonderful things that they really, really wanted. And then we have discovered 2 models that are out of this world. Some really cool Star Wars models here. Never seen them. I think these would have been fantastic. They would have been awesome. That would have been just cool. But never seen those. If you had those or seen them, let me know. I wanted. Were they really cool looking, or do they look like garbage? And there we go. Here we can't end without an erector set, right? Expert Builders series. Well, I guess this actually isn't an erector. That's a different brand. These are Legos, but with an erector kind of style, right? Of building functional things. Rack and pinion steering, working crankshaft and pistons, independent axles, adjustable tilter, 3-point filter suspension, rubber tread tires. Pretty darn cool. You know, this is a precursor to later on when we started getting the motorized ones, where you could do motorized kits and do some really cool things, which were great for science and exploration and robotics for kids. Really cool concept. And, you know, Legos have always done a great job of inspiring people and getting them to want to do things and create things. It's a shame to see them go just the route, of going away from that. I hear that they're trying to, how do I put it? Before there was ones that were more marketed towards girls and boys, and they want to try to close that, have it just all, no gender. But, girls are girls, boys are boys. It doesn't really hurt anything. A girl can surely pick up one of these and enjoy it too. So I understand that. I don't really find it limiting to have those in different, boy section and a girl section. But maybe I'm wrong there. But once again, I've never found it a problem. My girl has no problem picking out a Thor toy or Legos or anything. She doesn't care. She just goes to the aisle and gets what she wants. Once again, this is, I think, a parent problem more than a kid issue, but, that's just me in my soapbox, but maybe you have a different opinion. But here we go, that's it, guys. That's the advertisements back from 1981, issue 264, a 50-cent comic book from Captain America and the Falcon. Some really interesting ads. I hope you enjoyed this journey today, going back in time and checking this out, and I hope you don't mind, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you really want to help support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. Well, thank you so much, and until next time, keep it frugal.